Come here. Yeah.
We're back.
Happy birthday, Colin.
No, thank you.
I got you of mine.
Oh, it's my favorite.
I put it in your backyard somewhere.
I've placed a mine. Oh, where? I don't know.
Oh, what have I done? Oh, jeez.
It's interesting that you managed to stay in the same position for all of that.
Well, the water's all moving with it.
No.
Colin, I took physics.
I took physics.
I know how to, like...
That means I can control physics.
See a catfish through a hole in the ice.
You know...
Physics.
I feel like if getting a degree in physics gave you control over physics, more people would be more people would be physicists.
That's true.
Just like how being a chemist gives you complete control over the periodic table of elements.
Well, that is true.
Merrin froze as she saw a Fomori sentinel ahead
Well,
of her.
so I was listening to This American Life today.
Yeah.
Feared the most.
And
There are once thousands of these
so they're doing... Do you know the movie The Informant?
Not off the top of my head.
Got Matt Damon in it.
Huh.
So this
That dolphin
was,
is amazing.
They were...
Yeah! Woo! Anyway.
They were doing the story that movie's based on, which was kind of nuts.
How's that?
Because it was this guy, I think like Mark Whitaker or something. Do I have to kill this?
Probably?
I failed my mission. But he worked at this big company that made this like food additive that's in pretty much everything. Like it was like the ADM company or I don't remember what it was. Big company.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said, like probably almost everything in your kitchen has something that was produced by them. But they had actually been price fixing, like working with their competitors to raise the prices on everything together, which is illegal.
Oh yeah,
very, very, very illegal
for obvious reasons,
and really scummy.
Because that's an example of capitalism losing.
And there was this like young executive guy there who was in like a bit of a bad spot and ended up like lying about some saboteur trying to get in, and he was lying to explain like why his factories were like producing less or something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember the details of that, but anyway, through all of this, the FBI got involved, and he ended up being an informant because he confessed to all of the price fixing stuff. And they needed to get evidence from him.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, he was just the best informant.
Oh, really?
Like, really, really good at it, for some reason.
Like, just an informant savant?
Yeah, like... You know, he was wearing a wire all the time, but he was really good at, like, getting people to stand, like, where cameras were. And, like, getting people to repeat things they had said off recording, again, on recording.
Hey man, remember that time you told me about those very, very illegal things you did last week?
Yeah. Like basically doing that.
Hey, yeah, I totally forgot, like,
they played
all of
recordings of him doing that, too.
It's amazing.
And really crazy stuff. But also, and he was also super high up at this company, like, he was in the running to be the president of the company.
Wow. Actually, it'd be great if he's like, hey man, could you do me a solid? Sure, what's up? Could you hold this nameplate of your name? Sure. And just turn towards here?
Well, they played one recording that was they were setting up like a meeting with this Japanese company that they were fixing prices with.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to do it outside the US because the US is really harsh on breaking those sort of laws.
Mm-hmm.
And so he suggested doing it in Hawaii. Which he obviously knew why they weren't going to do that. He's talking on the phone with the Japanese guy. And he was like, no, we can't go to there. And he's like, but why? And the guy just straight up says. Because the U.S., we're doing very illegal stuff, and the U.S. doesn't like that. And it's crazy just to hear these like high up people at this giant company just blatantly admitting to breaking the law.
That's actually really funny.
But that's not even the interesting part of the story.
Oh, really?
The interesting part is like 3 years into this, of him being an informant, he, goes, gets lunch with these FBI handlers he'd been working with.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, here's the thing. I may have been embezzling money from this company this whole time. And he admitted to embezzling $500,000 from the company.
Wow.
While working as an informant.
He's a really good informant.
FBI.
He even informed on himself.
Also, he did not just embezzle $500,000.
Wait, the skeleton's pointing again.
Yeah, there's stuff right there too. I was also pointing with my eyes towards things I wanted.
Can't you see them pointing?
I can't see anything.
Little eye fingers start popping out.
This dude, while informing on a company for the FBI, embezzled $9 million from them.
Wow.
And basically made all of the informing he did useless. Because he was a criminal and they couldn't testify.
That's... Wow. Also, with the whole price fixing thing, you have to think that can't last forever, because eventually someone's got to be tempted to just sell at as low as possible and undercut everyone and be the only viable option.
Well, that only lasts for a little bit until everyone else goes back down too, and then everyone's just making less money.
Yeah, but when you're the only one who's being bought, you just do such good marketing that there's no, Yeah,
I don't know.
You just get it on lock, yo.
Yeah, that whole story was pretty interesting.
That's crazy. Also,
But I want to watch that movie now. Apparently it's pretty funny.
Nice. I just like it.
Because that's just a nuts story.
I just like the idea of... That seems bad. Yeah, that was bad. But I just like the idea of him being a really good informant, and it's just like... He just can't turn it off. Like, what'd you do at work today, honey? Well, I stole $300 million. What? Don't tell me Sorry. Also, I slept with 3 hookers.
Apparently, because the reason he even became an informant was at the beginning of it. The FBI was there investigating this fake saboteur he made up.
Uh-huh.
And his wife knew about all of the shady, fixing that was already going on there. And she was like, and she basically, forced him to tell them, she was rushing out to tell this FBI agent everything that was going on, and then he went out and did it.
Huh.
But yeah, his wife just... was the moral compass there. Ow! Jeez! Ow!
Just don't get caught in the light, bro.
But I love the light. It's so shiny, it makes me feel happy.
That are just man, you should have become a teacher. Why? Well, okay, what do you know about, table salt? Oh, sodium chloride? And then he goes on, for 3 hours just talking about the chemical properties of table salt.
What are you talking about?
Because he's a good informant. He's very informative.
That was a stretch, Colin. that was a stretch. I don't know if that was worth it.
I was feeling a little stiff. I could use a good stretch.
Hey! Also, no. Stop. Bad Colin.
I will never stop.
It's a bad song.
What? What song?
The song you were about to sing. You know the one.
Letters.
No!
Come get your letters.
You're not that guy.
Oh god, I forget what episode I was listening to, but the letter song was ridiculous. Elliot was naming a cast of letter characters. It might have been the Bullets to the Head episode, actually. That's just a really good episode because it has so much of their shit.
I like the one on the Nothing But Trouble episode when John Hodgman's there.
Mm-hmm. And
ow, ow, ow,
and
ow, ow,
and
ow,
there's
ow.
the letter song, and then John Hodgman wasn't in the room for it, so he comes back and starts another wave of letter songs.
Yes.
And Dan sounds so upset.
Then they made a musical version of it.
Mm-hmm. Also, we're talking about the Flophouse, a bad movie
It's
podcast.
the House of Flops.
It is a podcast about a Playboy house cat.
Actually, it's now entirely about Dorf.
Dorf.
Yeah.
Dorf.
Uh huh.
Wow.
Hey, that's trademarked. Where am I
I
going?
don't know.
I am
Where
lost.
does it want you to go?
This way, but I don't know how to get there.
Go. I don't. It looks like you've managed to go completely around. So that's
Yes.
cool.
I've surrounded the area. Now it has no choice but to give up.
Actually, I'd kind of appreciate it if, like, the entire game was just that one objective, and you have to go, like, the entire map to get there. It is at
Like in Skyrim when you were following the compass,
Mhm.
and it leads you to like the base of a mountain you can't climb up, and you have to turn around and go a different way.
You mean just mass jump at different angles on the mountain until you climb the mountain, right?
Yes. Or you turn around and go a different way, and end up on another dead end, and you just keep doing that in the entire game.
Yes. Or
People wouldn't even realize that they've been doing stuff the whole game, and they get to the end, they're like, finally, and then it's over. And they're like, that's it, and then they realize that they've been playing for 40 hours.
Or
Non-stop.
if you have a horse, you climb up the mountain with zero problems because fuck physics, bitch, I'm a horse.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Like that game Notch getting made. Mountain Horse
Notch.
or whatever. Oh, Notch.
Notch.
What are you doing?
Come on, man.
Why?
Well, on that wistful note, we'll see you guys next time.
When we'll be playing Infiniminer.
Whoa! Bye.